Hello and welcome. You're watching My 11th Circle presents Cricbuzz Live. It was Kolkata who decided to bat first after winning the toss, but it was only Cummins who decided to actually bat and has taken Kolkata to a bit of respectability. Was one point it was looking like they might not even set a run-a-ball target for Mumbai, but Cummins said, I can't just do it with the ball, I can do it with the bat as well. 53 of 36 when almost everybody else struggled for Kolkata has ensured that Kolkata gets to 148 for the loss of 5 wickets. And it's definitely looking much better than it was but 3 or 4 overs back. I'm Gaurav Kapur. I have with me Simon Doull and Joy Bhattacharjya. Joy, you happy with the last few overs? You must be. You must be smiling.
Yeah, I think Cummins has given Kolkata a chance. I think Cummins and Morgan also, if you see, he ended up, he was less than a run a ball. He ended up on 39 of 29. So clearly he was telling Cummins, you go take the risks, try and hit the big ones. Last over, there's nothing to lose. Then he opened up himself. So, yeah, I think they played it really well. After being 61 for 5, this is a target that they'd say that, it's something to bowl at. Yeah. And Cummins is basically making the match better for himself, not for anyone else. He's just saying, look, let me have a few runs to play with,
He's done really well. And Dooley, we have to say, I remember we called it at the end of the 10th over when we were on the comm box. He was saying, well, I don't know if they last the 20. Full credit to Kolkata, full credit to Morgan for staying out there in the middle. Full credit to Cummins getting that half century. That was some scintillating batting.
Yeah, it was 10.4 overs. They lost the 5th wicket, I think it was, when Russell went and Cummins came in. So, and they were in trouble, in a lot of trouble. It needed a rescue act. It needed Morgan to just basically hang in there, and he had to give someone the free license. He knew that Green can still bat if he had to come in behind as well. So, I think it was a very good partnership. 87 off 56. As Joyce said, as you've said, 148. Look, it shouldn't be enough, but we've seen some weird stuff. We've seen some weird things happen in this tournament already. I mean, I was at Sharjah last night, and that game should never have gone 20 overs, but somehow it did. We've seen some strange stuff. We don't know.
It's actually, Dooley, you were at the ground yesterday, but I got to tell you, we sat down here for the show about 3 overs left. It was 18 balls and 11 to get. And I remember Pommy, I told Pommy, I said, Pommy, why aren't they just finishing it? And Pommy, in his usual Pommy style, says, I like the fact that they're doing it slowly. When it came to the last ball, I was like, do you want to reconsider your statement? You think this slow?
Exactly.
He's like, oh.
That didn't age well, did it?
That did not. But yes, so strange things have happened. But the other thing that Simon and I did tell you at that 10.4 over mark, that if Kolkata can mount a recovery from here and get to respectability, it's going to be fun to watch. And it surely was fun to watch. Not if you're a Mumbai fan. I mean, even for Mumbai, it's not really gone out of hand. But Joy, I really enjoyed watching Cummins bat.
I loved it batting. Also, he's missing the slow ones. They were what I call extravagant misses. When you swing the bat about a second and a half before or after. So, he was, the good thing about it is he would have never got an edge in the match. Either he'll get it absolutely dead center out of the field, or he's just nowhere close to the ball. So, interesting innings, but he played to his strengths. And I also have to thank, he'll be, Rohit Sharma has been very generous to him, because in a perfectly good bowling lineup, he's decided to bring a new bowler in who gave away 51 in 4 overs.
Yeah.
51, and very crucial, 21 of the last over. Those 51, look at that bowling lineup and look at the numbers. The worst one other than that is 8. He's gone at 12.8, where there's 4.8, 5.5, 5.8, and 8. Trent Bolt is 8, and he's at 12.8. And that really, they look at that and say, if they lose this match, let's say, did we get the Kolkata disease of experimenting too much? Because there was no good reason to change other than giving somebody a rest.
Yeah, well, the thing is that, Kutanal did start off decently. And the last over, so I'm just playing devil's advocate here again, like Dooley. You say, we've got a new bowler in, we have to give him the last over. We're at 127, right? There's 1 over to go. There's an Aussie boy. These guys know each other really well. Kutanal and Cummins know each other. They can probably predict each other's moves. He'll know his line and length, what his go-to delivery would be. Cummins did know that. But, you also, as a captain, Rohit is saying, I've got Kutanal in, why should I go to Russell and not give this boy his full quota when he only gets half a chance in the tournament, right? So it's a tough one.
It's spot on. I mean, he had to give him the opportunity, and when you've got guys coming in, they've got to do the job that they're taking the place of the person doing. So Pattinson's been bowling at the death. He's had to do it, and it's the only thing you can't get in the nets is that real match intensity. Now, if he'd bowled earlier, yes, he would have got away with it. But the two batsmen at the end were both set, and they knew Morgan had been very circumspect up until that last over and a half. So he wasn't really looking for the big shots until that time. They knew they were going to be under the pump. Just didn't execute what he would want. The slower balls were just coming off the bat a bit too nicely. Didn't get a Yorker in, or didn't even get a good bouncer in. So look, he'll be better for the run, but will he get another one again if next time comes around and Pattinson might be straight back in?
Can I tell you my favorite?
Not a great finish.
Can I tell you my favorite moment of the 20 overs though? It's when de Kock dropped the catch off Bumrah's bowling, and Bumrah walks up to him and just gives him a fist pump with the biggest smile on his face. Dooley, honestly.
Yeah, brilliant.
Honestly, have you ever done that to a wicketkeeper who dropped a catch?
No. I have. Actually, I have walked up and given him a fist before. Yeah.
But on the face?
Not a fist bump though. No.
On the face, right? On the face.
Just from the side. From the side.
I just,
sort yourself out.
It's just, you gotta love Bumrah's temperament, right, Joy? It was that boy's a delight.
Absolutely. We basically, fast bowlers are built on the Dennis Lilly school of fast bowling, which is like total aggression. And suddenly Bumrah comes in, bowls at 145, but he's brought a Gandhian feeling to fast bowling, non-violent, peaceful, come with me, we'll do it together, we'll cooperate, don't worry, it's all right. And it's very Gandhian. Then sometimes, the player doesn't even expect it,
Yes.
Like Quentin's looking, he's almost flinching that, okay, the slap will come or something. And the guy's
done that last year as well. I remember this in the final last year. It happened last year in the final as well.
Final, big. Yeah. And what a big occasion. And that's the true test. To do it in this match is something else. But a guy who can do it in a tight final, which they won by 1 run, give it to the man. I mean, Bumrah is my favorite Indian cricketer for that reason alone.
Yeah.
How good was that bouncer for Russell?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. I mean, look, yes, he's got an issue with the short ball. We know that, but you've got to get it on target. And he had to know also that Russell was going to move away to leg, and he just followed him.
But he had, Dooley. He had even the previous two balls. Even the previous two balls were not short balls, but Russell's trigger movement back off the leg stump was very pronounced even in the two balls leading up to it. So good on Bumrah for reading that.
Yeah, it is just the confidence. The confidence levels for Andre Russell at the moment are not there. Hasn't played any cricket. Now, I know not a lot of people have played a lot of cricket, but for me, I don't know that Andre Russell is the sort of guy. You look at Corin Pollard, Andre Russell, okay? Both massive men, both genuinely good enough to hit it anywhere out of the park. But Corin Pollard is a genuine batsman who will get into line. He will play the ball on its merits, but he has big boy power. At the moment, Andre Russell is not doing that. Now, is he the sort of guy that is prepared to work his butt off, get into the nets and actually play properly for an hour, 45 minutes in the nets, and just bat and play properly, get into line, start to feel the ball in the middle of the bat, play some nice drives, not just go into the nets and slog and hit willy-nilly? Is he prepared to do that? Because that at the moment seems like is what he needs to do.
Well, he's not going to New Zealand. That's the word that's come out. So you could have told him, Dooley, when he was coming home, but he's decided not to. He's dropped out of the tour. So he'll have to get the message. No, he better get the message because, KKR have definitely not got from Russell what they have been used to getting, what they want to get. But they've done it again. They've done the draw of Lord's batting order today again, haven't they?
That's exactly my point. Here's something I want to tell you. And, this thought started in my head from 2015. I remember Rahul Dravid talking about the fact that we'll have a couple of openers and then we'll have a completely flexible batting order. It'll all depend on the situation. One day 3 will come in, one day 4 will come in. Rahul Dravid, Paddy Upton, great guys. And Rahul Dravid bought into it because he himself is a completely selfless cricketer. He'd bat, he'd open the bowling if India asked him to.
Yeah.
Now, he tried to do it with Delhi. It didn't work because normal Indian batsmen and normal batsmen around the world are used to a sense of security. Okay, you bat at 3, you bat at 4. Change me for a day, that's okay. But normally we bat 3 here, 4 here, 5 here. If you have a revolving chair, guys' heads are messed with. They're not used to it. They need to know I'm the 4 batsman for the team. I'm the 5 batsman for the team. I'm the 6. This is a problem. They have just changed it around like a revolving chair. It's like musical chairs. Number 3, somebody sits down. That's the problem.
You see
the only time, the only thing you need with a, the only thing you need flexible with a top 5 batting order is the ability to bend over and touch your toes. Nothing else. You don't need flexible numbers. It's just crazy. It just haven't, and I know we look, and it's not around. Look, it's about passion. Joy's passionate about Kolkata. I think they've got a very good side if they get their balance and their numbers right. They do have a good side. Yes, Russell's got to be fit and ready to go, I believe, in that side. But it's frustration. This conversation that we have at times about Kolkata is born out of frustration, because you look at them and you think this is a side that could be as good as the ones at the top. But at the moment, they just seem to be getting a few little things wrong.
Yeah, and Mumbai doesn't get things wrong very often. You know that. You give them less than 7.5 with that batting lineup in a ground like Abu Dhabi, where you can pretty much, you can run. If you're really clever, you can run 180 runs easy in those 120 balls, right? If you're really clever. And look at that. Rohit Sharma, Quinny, Sky, Ishan, Pandya Bros, Pollard. Coulter Nile is no mug with the bat. I've seen Coulter Nile hit some big shots. He's coming in at 8. Yeah, I mean, he's got an 80 odd, I remember, in the World Cup. That was a good innings as well. Yeah, you'd back them, right? 8 days in a week, you'd back them to get this.
Yeah, I would. Look, it looks like it shouldn't be enough, Joy. It looks to me like it, I don't think. But as I said, look, Cummins comes out, Marvy comes out, nicks off De Kock perhaps, and Cummins picks up a couple. They've got the runs on the board. Mumbai have got a stumble in them somewhere in this tournament. They can't. The only stumble can't be the first game. It can't be game number 1. They've got another stumble in them somewhere before the playoffs. Kolkata better hope that they get it right, and Mumbai don't tonight, and that they find their stumble.
They'd be hoping, Joy, that Rohit stumbles, because Rohit's got the most number of runs against Kolkata. I think he's most by any player against Kolkata. So 900 plus runs against Kolkata. So they'll really be hoping that he stumbles.
He sees purple. It reminds me of something. It's like waving red to a bull. You wave purple at Rohit and he's like, okay, time to bat. But yeah, ridiculous. No, but I just think Mumbai has to give it away. 2-3 batsmen go early, nick it. Somebody's a bit impatient trying to go early. And then Kolkata gets their grip in. And then the Greens and the Varuns can sort of slow down the game. That's the only thing.
What has happened? A couple of teams have given it away to Kolkata before. Does lightning strike thrice, Dooley?
Well, they've found a way, haven't they, at the back end of the innings to just strangle teams, and teams that look like they should have won. We're talking about the Chennai game and the Kings 11 game, I think. Is that right? Chennai and Kings 11 were the two the 2 games where they fell away, and
7th and 10th runs. Correct.
Yeah. So to me, look, they have to almost lose it. I think Kolkata look, they're good enough, but I don't think 148 is enough. I don't think that's a possibility to win with with what we normally see a Mumbai side do.
Yeah. Do you know that they're going to batten down the hatches and make sure that there's no flamboyance really, and just get the job done, because that's what Mumbai does. If they have to stop the flamboyant cricket to ensure that the win is coming, they definitely will. There's just, there's enough calmness in the side to deliver that. But, well, as Simon started off in the beginning saying, stranger things have happened in this tournament. Of course, what has happened is that none of us got the My 11 Circle Badge of Honor, because we were just turned out to be way, way too optimistic with our 170s and our 180s. Yeah. Something? We also have to look at the scores and the patterns that are getting developed before we go shooting our mouths off with that one. Dooley, you were at 187.
I was so wrong. So wrong. We say down
there
under.
Was not coffee in that cup. Yeah, there was not coffee in that cup before the show. I know for sure. Let's do one more for the power play for Mumbai. Let's see if we can get that right. 46.
Okay, I was going to go 43, but I will go a little bit lower then. I'll go 39.
39, 46.
51.
51. We've got it now. Boys, well done.
Must have.
Team effort. We have it. We have it. Whoever gets it is going to thank the other two. That's the pact now.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have time for. We, of course, are going to see you at the end of the 10th over with Cricbuzz Combox. And, of course, we're going to see you after the match on My 11th Circle presents Cricbuzz Live. A big thank you to Joy Bhattacharjya and to Simon Doull. I'm Gaurav Kapur saying stay tuned to Cricbuzz because we got cricket coming at you fast and furious, brother. Bye-bye.